off the crossbar. Goal! And the Giant deflects off and goes in. A switch to left field and down for a base hit.
Hunterdon Central is going to win the state finals here tonight.
Mark it on the board. Touchdown, Red Devils. On the deflection. On the deflection. Hunterdon Central.
Allowing you to be a part of our program. First up, senior, number 1, Laurel Hanrahan. Laurel began playing field hockey in the 4th grade. After graduation, she plans to attend college and major in elementary and special education to pursue a career as a teacher. In addition to playing field hockey at Hunterdon Central, Laurel runs both winter and spring track, is president of Operation Smile, vice president of the class of 2023, a peer mentor, and a member of the Student Council, National Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, Arts National Honor Society. Her favorite memory is junior year picture day, TG for life. Laurel is also being escorted by her parents, Beth and Michael Hanrahan. Once again, congratulations, Laurel Hanrahan. Next up, number 2, Lainey Lynette. Lainey started playing field hockey in the 5th grade. After high school, she plans to attend college and major in biology. At Hunterdon Central, Lainey is a member of the winter and spring track team, Operation Smile, Strides Against Stigma, mental health stigma, singing Taylor Swift on the bus rides to away games is Lainey's favorite memory of her field hockey team. She is also being escorted by Andrea and Kyle Lynette. Once again, congratulations, Lainey Lynette. Next up, number 3, Maria Ippolito. Maria's field hockey career kicked off in the 2nd grade, playing on the recreation team with her mother as her first coach. Next year, she will attend Long Island University, where she will play Division I field hockey and study criminal justice and psychology. After college, Maria plans to pursue advanced degrees in behavioral analysis and criminology so that she can work for the youth in government. She is the vice president of Operation Smile and is a member of multiple honor societies. Maria's favorite field hockey memory is playing and scoring in double overtime against Belvedere during the 2021 Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament. Maria is being escorted by Dawn and Jeff Strout and Dean Ippolito. Next up, number 12, Victoria Stefanik. Victoria started playing field hockey in the 6th grade. She plans to go to college next year and play club field hockey. Victoria wants to study history and special education in a 5-year bachelor's and master's degree program. Her goal is to become a history teacher and ultimately one day a principal. At Hunterdon Central, Victoria is a member of the National Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, Rho Kappa, and Student Success Program, Operation Smile, and the Women's Physical Wellness Club. Victoria's favorite field hockey memory is during her junior year when the team went into double overtime and won the Belvedere game of the Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament. Victoria is being escorted by her parents, Katrina and Richard Stefanik. Next up, number 19, Kira Frey. Kira got her start in field hockey in the 7th grade. Her future plan include attending college, where she hopes to have the opportunity to study abroad. At Hunterdon Central, Kira is a member of Operation Smile, the Spanish Honor Society, National Honor Society, and the LAMP. Kira's favorite team memory is singing on the bus. Kira is being escorted by her parents, Diane and Rob Frey. Once again, congratulations. Number 19, Kiara Frey. Next up, number 20, Sophia Naez. Sophia started playing field hockey in the 6th grade. In college, she plans to major in architecture and linguistic anthropology and pursue a career in architecture. At Central, Sophia plays flute in the Wind Symphony and is the editor-in-chief of The Lamp. A Model UN officer, president of the Spanish Honor Society, vice president of the Garden Club and Environmental Society, and an officer of the American Sign Language Club. Sophia would always remember all the fun times singing on the bus. Sophia is being escorted by her parents, Amanda Bocello and Jamie Naez. Once again, number 20, Sophia Naez. Next up, Stephanie Gert. Stephanie began playing field hockey in the 6th grade. Next year, she will be going off to college to pursue a degree in biomedical engineering. In addition to being the team manager for field hockey, Stephanie plays lacrosse for Central and is a member of the National Honor Society and Student Council. Her favorite field hockey memory is playing Duck Duck Goose during Picture Day freshman year. Stephanie is being escorted by her parents, Lisa and Peter Gert. Once again, Stephanie Gert. Congratulations to our women's field hockey seniors and their parents. Congratulations and good luck.
Welcome into HCTV. I'm Tyler Rodriguez here, joined by Julia Labate here on senior night for the Hunterdon Central Red Devils taking on the Chatham Cougars here. Senior night, Julia, tell us a thing or two about these seniors, what we see on display here.
You know what? Super excited to highlight these seniors. A lot of them have been on varsity since about their junior year, I'd say. These girls specifically, they're very accomplished all around, great student athletes, so it's going to be super exciting to talk about all of them tonight. We're going to go through and mention just about everyone, give you a little background of their field hockey playing experience, their schools that they will be attending, and overall what they do here at Hunterdon Central outside from field hockey itself.
Yeah, so here we go. This one just got started here. For the Cougars, they've had a great start to this season. Just to touch on the game for a little bit, 10-1-1, so obviously super accomplished this year, and 5-1 in the conference, the NJAC American. That's a division, so they're at really towards the top of the conference, top of the division. Central struggled a bit this year, 2-12. They're 0-10 in the Skyline Delaware, so this is another important game for them. They lost to Hunterdon and Sussex, but still trying to push on, make a late run here for the postseason. Obviously, senior night, a bit extra on the line here tonight for the Red Devils.
That's Laurel Harahan on the ball. Laurel has been playing field hockey since 4th grade. After graduation, she plans to attend college and major in elementary and special education to pursue a career as a teacher. In addition to playing field hockey at Hunterdon Central, Laurel runs for both winter and spring track and is president of Operation Smile, vice president of Class of 2023, and a peer mentor in PALS, and a member of Student Council, National Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, and Science Honor Society. Her favorite memory from junior year is junior picture day. Laurel Harahan is overall a very all-around player here at Hunterdon Central. Not only does she play field hockey, but she is very involved in winter and spring track. She runs middle distance / long distance, whether it's the 800 or the 1600. You'll see her giving her all, both on the track and off of it. So it's great to see Laurel Harahan. She's been playing all 4 years at Central. She played her junior year on varsity and her senior year on varsity for field hockey, and has been a varsity player for Hunterdon Central track for the last 2 years as well.
And she also is a member of the homecoming court, which we saw announced last week, of course, at the football game. Central winning that one against Franklin. They have a game against Perth Amboy this Friday, their last regular season game. The Red Devils having a really good year in football this year for them, so obviously last regular season, and could make a run at the state champ or the 4 states this year for the Red Devils. It's been great to watch them play. So that'll be a free hit there from the side for the Red Devils. It's 18 Caitlin Redmond with the free hit. You'll remember her brother Mike Redmond from hockey over the winter. Of course, Central Hockey will be on HTV this whole year again, if that interests you. Very interesting sport, hockey. Field hockey as well. Touches the foot of Redmond, so that's a Cougars ball there. Of course, cannot touch any other part of the body other than the stick here in field hockey. Can only use the flat side. A lot of stops and starts, a bit confusing, but in reality, it's just 2 teams trying to score the most goals. Touches the foot again, so Cougars ball. Emmy Chazen, number 14. To launch this one up the field. And now it's number 3, Maria Polito throws it up. She's another senior, Maria Polito. Julia?
Well, once again, Maria is a very big all-around player for Hunterdon Central. Maria's field hockey career kicked off in 2nd grade and is planning on playing next year when she will attend Long Island University to play Division I field hockey and study criminal justice and psychology. After college, Maria plans to pursue advanced degrees in behavioral analysis and criminology so that she can work for the FBI's Behavioral Analysis Unit. At Hunterdon Central, Maria plays the violin in the orchestra, participates in youth and government, is vice president of Operation Smile, which Laurel Harahan is president of, and is a member of multiple honor societies. Maria's favorite field hockey memory is playing and scoring in a double overtime against Belvedere during the 2021 Hunter and Warren Sussex tournament. Tyler, you want to talk about the Hunter and Warren Sussex tournament as it is currently going on for many of the other Hunter and Central teams?
Yeah, girls soccer, boys soccer in the final this weekend. That'll be a big game for us here at Del Val. Boys playing new. I'm not sure who the girls are playing, but of course we had practice today preparing for that one. I think that's a game, Julia, we should win. Of course, when you get into it's interesting. You play in the Hunter Warren Sussex, you play some teams that are closer to you, but you know, like Voorhees was close to us. We played them at the yesterday, but since they're on the conference, you don't know a lot about them, so we'll see what they're like. But I think if we show up with the right mindset, we should win the game.
Well, you know, Tyler, this is actually something me and Bryce were talking about during the game that you were a part of just back shortly.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, and we were talking about how the Hunter and Warren Sussex tournament opens up an opportunity for us to see smaller teams and how they can compete with a powerhouse like Hunter and Central. So it's nice to see not only our rivals but smaller teams and see how they can compete like Voorhees did. Additionally, one thing that we should mention is Hunter and Central cross country, specifically the girls team, taking away first place for the Hunter and Warren Sussex tournament. Congratulations to them. I know they worked extremely hard for that. And boys Hunter and Central cross country placed second as well, so kudos to them as well.
Exciting time here when you get to the latter stages of full sports. It's interesting because, of course, a bunch of teams in the postseason. I think this year it's especially interesting. Our football team's doing better, so it'll be interesting what they can do in the postseason. And, of course, a bit later we'll have winter sports starting soon, and, of course, basketball, hockey on the cards. Always get excited for those. And, of course, the end of this fall sports season, they're always very interesting. Well, that'll be a free hit there for the Cougars. It looks like it will be a short corner. So a short corner, any infringement, it's almost like a penalty. They can basically just take it from the short corner line and just pass it up in towards the shooting circle. 15-meter radius shooting circle. Of course, all the Central players have to be either on the goal line or in the Cougars' half. Huge opportunity for them there. Shot, and that's a beautiful block. And that's another senior, number 2, Lainey Linot.
Lainey Linot,
sorry, my
to be
bad,
precise.
Yeah. Yeah, Lainey was of course honored before the game, as the rest of the seniors were, Julia.
Yes, she was. You know, I am very close to Lainey Linot, as she is additionally a member of Hunter and Central Track and Field, where she runs middle distance, so the 800s and the 400s, and sometimes the 1600s.
That was my event back in the day, Julia. 800.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. Back in the day, yeah.
You know, back in the day it was never my event, but let's talk about Lainey. Lainey started playing field hockey in 5th grade. After high school, she plans to attend college and major in biology. At Hunter and Central, Lainey is a member of the winter and spring track team that I said earlier, Operation Smile, and strides against mental health stigma.
So these field hockey girls, Julia, they leave their footprints, their handprints all over the school with the amount of stuff they're involved in. Of course, some of these majors you see they're a very smart group of people.
100%. Not only are these girls taking high-level classes, but they are participating in many, many clubs and national honor societies, which is super impressive to see from student athletes.
Oh, Cougars now with a bigger chance to advance the ball. That's cutout number 20, Sophia Nyas, another senior. She's an entourage of people supporting her tonight. Of course, one of our very own goalkeeper for Hunter Central, Daniel Kellogg, there for the boys soccer team. But Sophia, another one who's heavily involved in the school here. Many different things she does for the school, Julia.
Indeed she is. Sophia Nyas started playing field hockey in 6th grade. In college, she plans to major in architecture and linguistic anthropology and pursue a career in architecture. At Central, Sophia plays flute in Wind Symphony and is the editor-in-chief of The Lamp. A Model UN officer, president of the Spanish Honor Society, VP of Garden Club and Environmental Society, and an officer of the American Sign Language Club. She really does it all, Tyler.
Yeah, that's very impressive. She's also a Steelers fan. Steelers won at the weekend. Big game against the Dolphins this week, Julia. It's been a rough season, but I think we could pick it up from here.
Are you a Steelers fan?
Of course, Julia.
Good to know.
Bleed black and gold. Oh, this could be trouble here for the Red Devils against Nyas. It's there. Up the far side, that's out of play. Cougars ball. It's so interesting, Julia. You see the field hockey bench. We were talking about it on the our left side. If you're on their side, their right side. Normally, for all other sports, except for football, of course, because they have their whole sideline. They're where the Cougars are as the home team. So I've always done these field hockey games. Been very intrigued by that. You know why they do that. It's very, very interesting to me to see that. Just noticing they're off. Obviously, when the ball went out of play towards the Cougars bench, usually would be if, we're playing as boys soccer, girls soccer, lacrosse, anything. That's normally the central bench.
You know what, Tyler? I'm not exactly sure why that is. I'm not sure if it's always been this way for field hockey, or Hunterdon Central girls field hockey just really likes to switch things up. But on the side of the bench, you can see all of, I believe that is JV field hockey here in support of the seniors to watch senior night. So that is really nice to see the underclassmen supporting these seniors as well.
Yeah, varsity was at the JV game, of course, earlier as well. It's good chemistry to have as a group.
Of course. One thing that is very interesting about this field hockey program is the girls are super close to each other, whether it's during the summer training season or even in season. They all participate in psychs. They all go to pasta dinners together, pasta parties, you like to call them, playing soccer. And
one night, Julia, we ate 8 pounds of pasta.
8 pounds?
Yeah, it was 4 trays, I think it was. It was just, food's just exquisite.
I'm sure you contribute to a lot of that.
I did. Of course, speaking of eating, our boy Frank, who's a couple spots to the right of me, those beef sticks he brought here with the maple glazing, but on the venison sticks, cooked those
flavor.
In the oven. Those were exquisite as well.
They were very
delicious.
delicious.
A gift to my tongue.
Frankie made those homemade too.
Yeah,
Gotta point that out.
And of course, he made the salmon approximately 2 weeks ago. I think it was the Bridgewater Raritan game. He caught that himself, made it himself.
This week he's going fishing as well, so we'll see what he brings back.
Yeah, I'm hoping for some salmon, something like that. Oh man, I still can taste it, Joel. It's exquisite.
How many sticks did you have? 3?
3.5.
3.5.
I think there was only 5.
You stole half of mine, so that's how that worked out.
Survival of the fittest mentality. Well, the Red Devils done very well here to get numbers back. That looked a bit dangerous, I think, for the Cougars on the break. It's Mia Chitano on the far side. She'll get it again. Won't quite fall for her, and it's able to be cleared away. Now there's a Polito fighting there. She gets it, starts it up. Another fact about Maria Polito, Julia, she's also in my Spanish class.
Good to know. Is she in the Spanish National Honor Society?
She
I forget.
is. We were in the meeting today, weren't we?
Oh yeah, sitting right next to each other.
Yep.
But we didn't get any M&Ms.
No, I was very confused the whole time.
Yeah.
It's just like that. There's a minute left to play now in this first quarter here. It's really flown by, of course. No real chances for either team. The Cougars, interesting, you see the 10-1-1 record, but interesting to point out, the Red Devils 2-12. They're playing a lot of good teams here for the Cougars here on this long corner. A lot of good teams they're playing. The Cougars maybe playing some weaker teams. That's why their record could be a bit better. So the Red Devils so far matching up pretty well. Starting on the seniors, getting that energy. Ippolito's look good, breaking things up. That's another exquisite pass. Just doesn't fall for them. 9 embers here. Less than 20 left to play now. Sophia claps number 2. Trying to create something. Back up the pitch. And that will do it here for this first quarter of action. 0-0 so far. It's been a pretty cagey affair, you would say, Julian. Not many chances for either team. But the Red Devils, you think probably not the favorites given the Cougars' record. So far, you think they've looked good.
Indeed, it has been impressive how the Red Devils have been able to show up against a team like the Cougars, who have been dominating the entire season. So kudos to Hunterdon Central. It is really impressive that they are handling this team well. So let's see what the second quarter holds for our team.
Yep, just a bit of a break here, around 90 seconds. So second quarter action, getting ready to resume here. About less than 20 left to play, or left in this little break here before we get things started. Central still playing with probably, you would say, a back 3. Ippolito just screening them. That's a 3 in the midfield and a 3 up top for the Red Devils. Similar to that of what the Cougars are playing. So when it's like this, Julia, when it's probably when you're matching formation-wise and position, it just comes down, you think, to who can win the individual battles, who wants it more, and that should be who can win this game, if they can take their chances when they create them. And that's behind by Polito, trying to get some efforts on goal. Free hit here from the 25 for Polito. It's bouncing around there, Cougars ball. Red Devils are plenty numbers back here. And out of play. Again, I believe it's just everywhere at the moment, cutting that one out again. Amanda Walker, the junior, tries to hold it. It's held up well, back with her, and then stolen away there. Some decent opportunities here for either team. If they could get it, working in transition on the break, could potentially work. That's Red Devils' possession. Played up the pitch, and it's giving it away there. Walker couldn't chase it down. Redmond up the line, not quite heavy enough. Ooh, that would have been a decent ball. That rolls, looks like it'll roll all the way through, and it's in, but no goal. It's clever there from the keepers to let it in. I'm sure she definitely knew it would not have gone in. It's a bit like when you have an indirect free kick and you just let it kind of roll through if it doesn't have a touch. Very high IQ play. And you can see reaction, everyone kind of knew it there. Stefanik was able to cut it out. Victoria Stefanik, Julia, another senior here.
Victoria Stefanik.
She's been here, I feel like, on this field hockey team for a while. It seems that way. Of course, she's been a key member for them.
Indeed, Victoria Stefanik is also the captain of our Hunterdon Central field hockey team.
Yeah, her and Maria Polito.
Yes, Victoria started playing field hockey in 6th grade. She plans to go to college next year to play club field hockey. Victoria wants to study history, and special education in a 5-year bachelor's and master's degree program. Her goal is to become a history teacher and ultimately one day a principal. At Hunterdon Central, Victoria is a member of the National Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, Rho Kappa,
that's brilliant.
History National Honor Society, Student Success Program, and Operation Smile, and the Women's Physical Wellness Club. Victoria's favorite field hockey memory is during her junior year when the team won the Belvedere game of the Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament in double overtime.
Yeah, Bolita scored the winner in that one.
Indeed.
Tell you what, credit for her wanting to go into history. When I'm in history, Julia, all I'm doing is playing Retro Bowl or watching YouTube. Because I get very bored easily in that class.
You know what? For me, it's the exact opposite, but I could understand why history is not necessarily one of your favorite subjects.
Well, I'm very good with geography in my 7th and 8th grade years. Running to middle school, I won the Geography B, Julia, 2 years in a row.
Did you?
I did, but in terms of history, I just get bored of it. I don't know, it's just different. I mean, 7th grade, one of my teachers, who's one of the tennis coaches here, Mr. Switzler, was a great teacher. He gave really very intriguing lectures. We learned about the Romans, about all the different things they did, the ancient Greeks, things like that, the aqueducts, all those crazy things, and the Renaissance and those things. But then I got to high school and it just got a bit boring, and it didn't, just a lot of busy works, the Google Docs, this and that. Of course, you were in AP US History last year.
AP United States History last year, AP World History this year, and I'm also taking AP Human Geography this year. So yes, there's a lot of history for me, and I love it.
And the reason why I know that, Julia, is because while you had push AP US History, I had Honors English 2 with your track coach, Mr. Delisle.
Indeed.
And he is definitely one of the hardest graders ever. A B in that class is like 100 anywhere else. Very interesting guy as well. Always brought some energy. Very funny lad as well, of course. Always would give a laugh. Well, I mean, sometimes you didn't even know it, but we'll just give it to you. Of course, you probably know that, Julia, with him in track.
Of course I do. Speaking of Coach Delisle, Coach Delisle's Hunterdon Central girls cross-country team did just take the win for the Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament. So that is pretty exciting for him as well. Not as exciting as getting a B in that class, but
yeah, definitely.
Still pretty exciting, I'd say.
So are you involved now with the cross-country team? Are you in sprint group? Obviously, we know you do track and shot put.
You know what? I was thinking about it, but my running days are far behind me. You know what? I did soccer for 2 years here at Hunterdon Central, but running, not necessarily my thing. So I'll leave that to the cross-country group.
Indeed. So here is the short corner. It's worked very well. Shots in. Ooh, that could have gone anywhere there. Well, for me in running, for soccer, it's a very demanding game, of course, cardiovascularly, as many of you will know, and so a lot of my summers were spent running a lot, Julian. It's not the most fun, but it's just one of those things that has to be done.
Of course.
Play up and out of play. Pressured well there by Laura Hanrahan, who's another senior. Of course, we talked about her. Was nominated for homecoming queen, and does many things in this school. Kiara Frey, 19, was also there on the coverage. She's another senior, Julia. What can you tell us about her?
You know what? To start off, she is in my AP Literature class, so that's something we can definitely bond over. But Kira got her start at field hockey in the 7th grade. Her future plans include attending college, where she hopes to have the opportunity to study abroad. At Hunterdon Central, Kira is a member of Operation Smile, like I believe every other senior on this field hockey team.
I've actually never heard of that. I need to check that out. Seems pretty popular. Yeah. She's
also a part of the Spanish Honor Society, which many other girls on this team are also a part of. The National Honor Society, and The Lamp, the school's newspaper. Kira's favorite team memory is singing on the bus, which is definitely something I know all these girls bond over because who doesn't love a little Taylor Swift on the bus?
Yeah, it's actually a rugby tradition too, singing on the bus. Very
Really?
common in overseas rugby teams sing on the bus. They're not very good at singing, but they still do it either way. Just a great way to bond.
Tyler, how's your singing?
I get into a couple verses. I'm more of a very into rap music, so when the bars come out, I follow along, know most of the words. Just connect the artist if you can understand the lyrics. I feel, but the beat just goes so hard sometimes, Julia.
You know what? We have no seniors in chorus at Hunterdon Central or any of the chorale groups, but we do have a few musicians who play violin and flute.
Yeah.
So that is pretty exciting for Hunterdon Central's girls field hockey team.
Johnny, yeah, well, in terms of field hockey, ooh, that's a good save there. Kelly Weaver, her sister on this team, Amanda Weaver, up top. She's been in net most of this, for really the whole game. And hasn't been tested, but this second half, she's had a couple of shots coming away. Still the clean sheet. Interesting you mentioned music, Julia, the marching band behind us. Got an honorable mention at MetLife Stadium in their competition at the weekend. Cougars in behind, played across, and that could have gone anywhere. Very lucky there for the Red Devils. Broke the base there. Number 19 was very close to putting that one away. Most of this game has been played in the Red Devils half. They gotta try to advance it up the pitch. Little hand fighting. It was interesting. A lot of these seniors say they started playing in 6th grade, 7th grade, some of them earlier. One of the coaches, Coach Hoff, was one of, she played field hockey here, for those of you who don't know, when she was a student and went to Rankin Middle School, same spot I went to. A lot of these girls went to my state middle school and would have been around her a lot, so it's interesting that they now, of course, pursued field hockey. I wonder if she had anything to do with it. She was my health teacher for a couple years. Health, an interesting class, but health, Julia, it's just like running. One of those things that just has to be done.
Has to be done, that's for sure.
The Cougars now have it on the far side, played up again. It's good dribbling. Ippolito's around. That's cleared out. Maria Ippolito's there again. She's been everywhere so far for the Red Devils. Probably their best player. Fights with it, and she'll get it. And advances it up further. Bouncing around. Cannot be kept in play. I think it will be Red Devils ball. Let's see what they say. And yes, it will be. Can hear Mr. B yelling. Julia, Mr. B, there he is. Front and center there. Comes to almost every girls' sporting event he feels. The girls don't get enough support. Always come and support them. Doesn't, I think, pull up to the girls' soccer or girls' volleyball, which I see a couple girls' volleyball members in the crowd tonight. Of course, they have a game, for those of you that don't know here. The volleyball game is pretty fun, Julia.
100%. They really do bring the intensity every single game, and the crowd does get very rowdy, so that is something that you definitely would want to check out if you are around on a day that Hunterdon Central is playing.
Yeah, I think the North game was crazy. The whole football team went. We had a game that day, so we couldn't go, but we all wanted to. Most of the boys soccer teams there right now. Love chirping the crowd, don't they? And here we go. Looks like it's a short corner for the Red Devils. Will be their probably first real big chance to get a goal here. Get the crowd on their side. Get the crowd going here early on. Give them something to cheer about. They practice these a lot. See if they can execute here. It's played up. Ippolito has a go. Bounces around. And eventually cleared away. Bit disappointing that for the Red Devils, but they'll get it again. minutes left to play in this half. Passed back, controlled, slowing up the pitch. That's a good touch. Ippolito, her pass was intercepted. Now the Cougars get up the pitch. No real numbers though for DeBoss here. She goes long DeBoss. Keeps it in. The ref unhappy with what he's seeing. Red Devils will take it with the turnover. Let's put up and out. Under a minute left to play. The Cougars need to hurry. That's played up and behind. Red Devils ball. Nearing 30 seconds. Ippolito will dribble it. I think she's looking to kill time here. See this half out. And she does the same thing again. Beautiful control from her, just toying with the two Cougars. And she keeps it there again. I mean, you can only use the flat side, and just watching him maneuver the ball right now is just... That was a bit nice there, Julia.
Very impressive.
It was a nice first half from both teams. A big KG. The Cougars probably with the better chances. But the Red Devils staying alive for 0-0 at the end of the first half. Welcome here to the start of the second half action with the Red Devils and the Cougars here. 0-0 in the first half. The Cougars, many of the chances they had went their way in this one. But the Red Devils showed great fight. Probably coming in here as an underdog, but of course still at the stalemate. The first goal will be crucial here. It could go either way, and whichever way it goes you would think would swing in that direction of the team to win this game. And that's a free hit there. Cougars will move it back a couple yards and take it. Play back. And that's coughed up in the middle of the pitch. Back out wide here for the Cougars. They can possess it now. This one's all the way out wide. Will be Red Devils possession. Would also Julie like to shout out Stephanie Gert, the team manager for the Red Devils, another senior for them. She was honored before the match. What can you tell us about her?
You know what? Personally, I do not know Stephanie myself, but...
She is one of my neighbors. Stephanie lives a couple of houses from me.
Oh, really?
And
you know, Stephanie began playing field hockey in 6th grade. Next year, she will be going off to college to pursue a degree in biomedical engineering. In addition to being the team manager for Hunterdon Central Field Hockey, Stephanie plays lacrosse for Central and is a member of the National Honor Society and Student Council. So, overall, very well-rounded. It's nice to see a previous Hunterdon Central Field Hockey player now taking on that team manager position and staying a part of the program.
Yeah, a lot of times that happens due to injuries and stuff like that. Our team manager for soccer, Nathan Vasson, very happy to have him. I decorated his car a couple weeks ago. My markers weren't the best, but I made with it what I could.
You know, I figured, your decoration ability would be a little bit better based off your art skills.
It was a very good. I did very good. Very good decorations. Just didn't quite have the resources, did I?
Lacking preparation.
Well, it still looked exquisite. You can ask Nathan if you doubt me. It's a bit dangerous play here, so Cougars will get possession. The Red Devils on it. Shot in there. That's wide for Kelly Weaver.
You know, Kelly Weaver has been on varsity since her sophomore year. She's only a junior now. I believe she has about 85 saves on this season, so super impressive from her.
Yeah, 88 coming into this one. It's pretty impressive stat, like you said, yeah. I don't think she does play lacrosse. I know the backup goalie, Danny Pottinger, does play lacrosse. Stephanie Garrett does as well. And Sloan Conti on his team as well. Of course, girls lacrosse, this year, many of you will know, had a pretty good year. Almost made a run in states. As that shot's in, great save by Weaver. Oh, it's in again. And the Cougars have scored. I think it was Brooke DiBiase, but I couldn't quite tell you. There was just a blob of blue shirts. And just like that, the Red Devils clean sheet goes awry there. And it was just a bit of chaos. Look at Julia, just got the ball into the danger area, and they got the fruits from the labors they were looking for. So now the Red Devils have to bounce back here with Ippolito on it. Just need to create a chance. And now, Julia, we do see many members of the volleyball team rolling up to this game. Just got word from our amazing athletic director, Mr. Spencer. Volleyball has won. They're having a great year. A couple girls basketball members are here. And many more people watching, of course, on the broadcast, as we get a lot of times. One very special guest watching, Jacob DeVore, who comes to a lot of the soccer games, Julia. That's why I mention him. And he does support a lot of HETV events. You could see him for boys lacrosse this year, who you don't remember doing the game, but I remember you did do the sectional final game here at Hunterdon Central, because I brought the bagels that day.
Yes,
and he
did.
played really well that game, but Red Devils lost. That was their undefeated season, blew up that day. But this year I expect big things from the Red Devils. Sean Creeder, Jacob DeVore being the main two for them out there. They just look good every year, don't they? So now here is the short corner. It's played in again with Redmond out wide to Ippolito. They try something different. Can't you get a shot? It's tame. It's in again. It's a cross, and that's in. Amanda Weaver looks like she was celebrating it. Hannah Ann looked like she was involved as well. Interesting what they did, Julia. We saw their first short corner where they just played it back, had a shot. This one they worked it to Redmond out wide to Ippolito. Got it out of her into some space. Had a hit. It was tame, but got into the rebound. And just like that, it doesn't matter how you start, it's about how you finish. And they reacted really well to conceding. They were down and got back up here. 1-1. It's knotted up at Stewart Field. And the marching bands just sounds a bit louder. The crowd sounds a little bit louder. And the energy seems to be a bit more in the air here, Julia.
The intensity has definitely
yes,
risen after Hunterdon Central's goal.
That, in field hockey, is one of the best ways to score off those short corners. You can get a penalty. The long corner is a bit more difficult, but if you can execute those short corners, we saw it for girls lacrosse, Julia, with those free shots. Very similar. If you could get it and execute those well, really set yourself up for some success. Cougars getting into the Red Devils half again. Could be trouble. They just about work it out. Amanda Weaver will chase it down. Guess who's there? Ippolito yet again. It's in the shooting circle. And the Red Devils get bailed out there. Will be their possession. Well, given away cheaply by Redmond. The Cougars shot. Up high, Weaver gets up for the save. Nias just gives it right back. Poor cleans from Ashley Gedhart's there. She's able to defend well. And Ashley Gebhardt, I think, is in track as well, isn't she, Julia?
Yes, Ashley Gebhardt has been in varsity track since her freshman year, alongside myself, the only, two of the 3 freshmen on varsity during our freshman year. So she's all around a very, very good athlete, super fast, super speedy. So when she can get to that ball, it really does count for this team because she is able to attack, which is one of the reasons she is a forward and she is a junior on varsity.
What event is she in, Julia?
She is the 400 and the 200 meters.
Wow, 400, one they call the worst event in track. Short corner here. So Cougars looking to restore their lead. It's played in. Red Devils do well to get out to it. Now the shot's there. Weaver can defend. And it will be with the Red Devils. So Julia, how is the track team going to be this year? Winter and spring? Positive about the season?
You know what? We did lose a lot of good athletes my freshman and sophomore year. Now I am a junior. But I have heard that there are a few freshman cross-country players who are super speedy and super fast, who will 100% contribute nicely to our Hunterdon Central track team. So I'm super excited for that. You know what? We have a pretty nice group of long jumpers this year. Olivia Shalley specifically holds the school record at about 18 feet, I believe, for her long jump record. So she is only a junior this year, so it'll be super exciting to see her and what she can contribute to the team. She's in the crowd right now supporting a few of the players who are a part of the track and field team at Central. So it's super nice to just see volleyball players, soccer players, track and field athletes getting out here to support. Basketball as well, getting out here to support the Hunterdon Central field hockey team.
Yeah, and of course, Julia, you're a thrower.
Yes.
I want to touch on that. How's the throwing looking? Obviously, of course, I think the throwers are a bit more of a tight-knit group. Oh, Weaver, good save. So you were right about her, Julia. She's played very well in some calling action.
She is very experienced on this varsity team. She's played, I believe, through 6th grade. So it's really nice to see what she can deliver for this Hunterdon Central team.
She just fills the goal so well, doesn't she?
Yes.
So throwers, Julia, how's that going for you?
Throwing, well, super exciting because we do have a quite younger throwing crowd. A couple underclassmen who have really just shown how well they can compete against seniors and juniors specifically. We have one player who is also a backup goalie on this Hunterdon Central varsity team.
Are you Danny Poniker yet?
No, Izzy Rothel. She's only a sophomore this year. Last year she set the freshman record.
Oh, wow.
Throwing, I believe it was 31 feet, which is very impressive.
What event was that in? Shot put?
A freshman. That was for shot put, yes.
Wow.
So she did make her freshman year on varsity, which is super exciting for her. Big congratulations. That was the first year she ever played or participated in throwing specifically, but she does come from a family with generations of throwers here.
Oh, Weaver's made a mess. Wow, that's a miracle. Hasn't gone in. Now it's out wide. Oh, that could have been bad for the Red Devils there. Looks like Weaver had it, couldn't hold it, but eventually got out. Ippolito That's a lovely take. And again, the Cougars will get it. Around 3 minutes left to play in this third quarter. The Cougars seem to be getting very comfortable. Just as I say that, it's Nias who can strip it away. Oh, excuse me. That's Kara Frey. Ippolito's there. We'll fight. And will be Red Devils ball. Red Devils 2-12 this year, not with a single draw, so this could be their first draw. If it does go all the way. It's played up. Gerhardt's there. And again, the Cougars will take it. Charlapos, number 3, with the free hit. Plays it in. Ippolito fights and wins it again. Weaves her way through. Hits the foot of a Cougar. Red Devils possession. Sophia Nias. Gerhardt tried to help it on. Didn't work out. Push there. In favor of the Red Devils. You feel, Julia, they just need to try to get it up the pitch, up the field. Trying to get some chances. Because I really haven't tested this Chatham Cougars back line too much. There's an aerial in there. Weaver with the touch will try to chase. Hit her foot. So it's Cougars ball. Stefanik does very well. And again, it will be a short corner. Interesting thing, Julie, they keep those masks behind the goal just so they can put them on. Clever touch for them just to protect themselves. Don't really see that in a lot of sports. It's either on or off, but I like how they do that. So 40 seconds left to play in this third quarter. Free shot for the Cougars. Taken at the top of the circle. And it's touched in. The Cougars restore their lead 2-1 here. Shot from the top and then just touched in there. Weaver couldn't do much about it. Huge blow for the Red Devils to concede so late in the quarter. Just couldn't get through. Coaches, I could tell you, do not like that, conceding right into the half or towards the next quarter.
You know, the Red Devils have been pretty persistent in staying defensive in this game and have been able to keep up with the intensity of the Cougars, but what we're really lacking is just getting to our offensive side. So once we can just reach that offensive side like we are trying to do right now, we'll have a better opportunity of getting those shots in and trying to go for a goal.
Yeah, who knows? You get it to offensive third, can get a corner, can get something, can get a real good scoring chance getting to that third of the pitch. Just kind of advance it up the field. And then Polito will just try to see out the rest of this quarter. And that's exactly what she'll do. So the Cougars now, we're up 1-0. Obviously it was 0-0 in this one quarter. Just 3 goals. Cougars starting things off. And the Red Devils quickly answering with the goal. And now Cougars will regain their lead 2-1. So some work to do for the Red Devils here. Stuart Field has gone pitch black. It's back here at Stuart Field. Just a reminder to all of you, Central will be hosting Sky Conference Gymnastics tomorrow. You'll see me there, or hear me there rather, on the call for that one. It was great last year. We had regional wrestling this year with Skyline Conference Gymnastics. Super fun for the school to have these events. Great publicity. A lot of great energy for them as well. So I'm very looking forward to that. I've seen some gymnastics girls with some of the things they can do, Julie. It's just many wouldn't even imagine what they can do, and they've just gone out there and do it like it's just a simple task.
Indeed. Once again, that'll be at 5:30. It's always interesting to watch gymnastics.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, my bad. It's always interesting to watch gymnastics because it is one of those sports that you can't necessarily just pick up out of nowhere. It takes
definitely.
years of experience and training to be good at gymnastics, so very impressed by all of the gymnasts here at Hunterdon Central.
So that'll be my first taste tomorrow night. And you know what they said, Julie? There's a first for everything in life. So the Red Devils stay unchanged. They need a goal. And they'll have just under 15 minutes to do so. So Cougars work it back. It's Maria Polito there again to cut it out. Advance up the line. The Cougars deep in their own third, try to get it out. They don't do it, so the Red Devils will have possession finally in the Cougars half, just nearing their third. Now what can they do with it will be the answer. Let's see, it breaks here. Oh, just gonna be held in. And that's a 3v3 if they can hurry. 2v2, but the leader reads it very well. That's played up. There's Weaver. Great work from her. Skips by another. Stood up now. Gets her body in well. Back. Plays the ball in. She'll get it again. And that will be a short corner for the Red Devils. So, Julia, huge opportunity here as the Devil is in the building. Was here last night for girls soccer. If I would have to guess, I would say that's Mateo Brito, but I'm not quite sure.
I know who it is, but you know what?
I'll
The
just say
school
by the hair.
mascot does not like to reveal themselves, so
So you're not going to say, won't you?
it's got to be kept a secret.
I respect that. Ippolito. Try something different. Redmond. The cross. Ippolito's there. Can only poke it through free. The Red Devils catch a break. Will be their ball here. Oh, beautifully done. Played in. And defended out. Good hands by Polito. Got it up high. Still with the Cougars. If the Red Devils can get a goal, they'll be back in it. But if the Cougars can score, would really suck the life out of this Red Devil team. Just about 3 minutes gone here. 12 left to go. This final quarter, the most decisive. Out of play, Red Devils will take it. Long chase for Caitlin Redmond to get the ball. She looks to find Weaver. Instead, that's a beautiful turn. Now it's played up. And it will be with the Cougars. Was going probably straight to them. Was a good idea, but the ball was just played a bit too firmly. So Julie, the Devil has his mask off, or her. So much for not revealing the identity.
That's taboo.
Yeah, what's up with that?
You know, if you really want to know, I can tell you, but the Devil does like to show up to the games and support, so I'm not sure if the identity wants to be revealed, but
Well, it's the masks off, Julia, isn't it?
masks off. You want to know?
Let's hear.
That's Grace Lagulo. I'm not sure if you know who she is, but she did play for Hunterdon Central Soccer her freshman and sophomore year.
Has she graduated or is still here?
No, she is a senior here this year.
Ah,
So you heard it from me.
we did hear it from me. Good work, Julia.
The Red Devils mascot is a female.
Interesting.
You know, originally when we saw the mascot show up to the game for football on Friday, I thought it was Vincent Brito.
Yeah, it usually is him, isn't it?
Yes, it is. He tends to...
Or he paints himself.
That's true. One or the other. But he is very patriotic when it comes to our Hunterdon Central sports.
Yeah, he's also just a crazy athlete, too. See, I've
And
seen him in the gym, Julia. The amount of weight he puts up is just crazy. The man's forearms are as big as some people's calves, as big as some people's thighs. He's a great football player here. Of course, football playing, as I said earlier, against Perth Amboy on Friday. Last regular season game for them. Very interested to see what they can do in the latter stages of this year. We'll probably get a playoff game. 3-5, I'm pretty sure they are, so closest they've been to 500 in a very long time. Sophia claps number 2. Ooh, that right there is dangerous play, Julia. One player within 5 yards can't hit it in the air, can you? So Red Devils will get it. Interesting that these field hockey, girls lacrosse don't play with any headgear. Very brave sport. Can't hit anyone though, but still, you know, putting your body on the line for a hard ball like that.
No headgear, but they do wear shin guards that completely cover their shins, unlike soccer players. I know we're notorious for wearing maybe a 2x2 inch shin guard, but
Yeah.
field hockey, that is one of the requirements.
Yeah, famous German player Tony Kroos, shin guards are probably meant to be worn by a toddler. Of course, they played in the weekend in El Clasico, Real Madrid, Barcelona. Julia, one of the biggest games on earth. Real winning that one. They won 3-1 in the end. Benzema scored. He won the Ballon d'Or, which is basically saying he's the best men's player currently in the world. But the thing with Ballon d'Or, Julia, is it's an award given by a French magazine, so it's not completely accurate. A lot of debate over it, but you know, Messi's won 5, Ronaldo's won a bunch as well, and the ref wants it further back. Now it's playing on the ground to avoid the dangerous play. Gerhardt can track it down. Mentioned she's a track star. It's a porn track member's birthday today, Julia. Will Foley's birthday, 18. Another member of our soccer team.
Track and soccer, does it all. You know, Will Foley, he, I believe, is a
At 400 hurdles, he does.
400 hurdler
400 as well.
and a 400 relay runner.
Oh, Weaver. That could break kindly. Still there. Under Weaver. Oh, that does not break for the Red Devils. Cougars ball. So, Juliet nearing under 7. Nearing into 6. The Red Devils need a goal. You think they can get one? What do you think they got to do to get it?
You know what? As long as we keep our offensive side strong, we keep these players attacking like that for Maria Ippolito, just staying on the ball and making sure we can't let the Cougars get past us. People like Ashley Gebhardt making their way to other players, unfortunately got past her, but as long as we keep that pressure on the ball, try to keep it away from our defensive side, I think the Red Devils have a great chance of hitting another one to the back of the net.
Well, for Ippolito, you can really see why she's going D1, George. Her tenacity, her intensity she plays with is on a bit of a different level. But now, they've used her to screen the back 3, try not to let up any goals, and she's done well. only letting 2 goals, none of it she really could have done. But now, later stage of the game, they want her up the field trying to get something going. That's what she's done here. Oh, she splits 2. Gets it again. Oh, just couldn't get back. Get hurt. We'll try to defend. Nias is beaten. Stefanik. Fights with line out there. And then we'll get it again. Ippolito plays one up. Oh, just rolls out of play. Try to split seams. Dangerous pass. Here's Weaver. Chance to shoot. Was a chance to score, but just misses it. Walker there. Just gonna put that one away. A long gallop forward here. That's played up by Jocelyn Sponsor, number 10. We'll probably remember her from lacrosse. Walker couldn't keep it. Ippolito's beaten. The Cougars, now the Red Devils are stretched. Oh, they got numbers back. Look at the speed from Gerhardt there, like you were talking about, Julia. Do you know what she likes better, track or field hockey? I think I've asked. She's in my camp class. I think she did say track.
Yeah, she's definitely more into track and field, but you know, she's been playing field hockey since she was young, so I think that's what persuades her to continue on throughout all of her high school years.
Ippolito, nice aerial from her. It's dangerous, so the Cougars will start again. Played up. Into the Red Devils' third, nearing the shooting circle. The ball's out wide. Hands off a Red Devil. It's fought for. And it's won. Gerhardt will take the free hit. Goes up the line. Walker chases. Breaks for the Red Devils. There are 3 left to play, Julia. Ippolito. Stefanik. I think she's been good today. Stefanik, what she's been calling that action really has cut a lot out. Walker. And it will win the free hit for the Red Devils. Now the crowd's getting into it here. Closing stages, big moment here, Ippolito. Oh, she gives it away. Nias. Stefanik. Still. It's Natalie Duke. Number 4 was on it. Now it breaks for the number 3 for the Red Devils. I've called her number all in. Number 3, Ippolito. Breaks. Walker. Through the legs of one. The crowd's on their feet. And it's Red Devils' ball. So, 92 seconds left to play. It's crunch time, and it'll be a short corner for the Red Devils. It looks like Ippolito's mainly who they'll go to. Gerhardt's there. Ippolito looks like she's ready. Walker will take it. And that's everyone up now for the Red Devils. 1:08 left to play. Oh, executed poorly. Now shot in. Still in danger area. Oh, it's played out. Sponzo will chase it. Bonzo tries to go inside. Cut out Ippolito. Played up. Out of play. Still plenty of time for a goal. It's kept alive well. They fight for it. Ippolito wins. Played in. Walker's there. Played out. This will be the last chance for the Red Devils. It is a short corner. There's 14 seconds. 10, they need to hurry. They will get the opportunity, I've been told here. So this will be the game, Julia. Nail-biting stuff. Gethart plays it. Ippolito, shot. Oh no, it's wide. Wow.
That's going to be game, but, overall, really good gameplay from both the Devils and the Cougars. Very intense from the Red Devils. Unfortunately, senior night, it is tough to take the loss against a really good team, but very, very good game as well. So, Hunterdon Central can't be disappointed in themselves tonight because they played really well against a team that is now 13-2.
Red Devils will fall to the reverse of that, 3-13. But tell you what, Julie, it's not for a lack of trying. You saw that at the end; they were giving it everything. Just couldn't convert those free shots. Had a great look at the end. Super unlucky for the Red Devils. So that will do it for our coverage here. Reminder, Skyline Conference Gymnastics, 5 o'clock tomorrow. Thank you to Julia. Thank you to Mr. Johnson. Special thanks to Frank for those beef sticks. And, well, those venison sticks, I should say. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for everyone for tuning in. Have a lovely night.